We're being denied 5 months of pay uplift. If you're a support staff member who's been with the school for 5 years on, say, £20,000, it equates to about £2,000 that you're owed.
And all that has been going back into the pockets of the trust rather than coming to the support staff who are already extremely low paid.
Finding out that there was missing pay was quite a shock to the system. If you are working at other trusts or for local authority, you get paid from April when the new financial year comes in. But our trust gives our pay rise from September, which is when the teachers get theirs. We had new schools join the trust that realised it straight away.
It's been really powerful working as two unions across this size of multi-academy trust. We've not seen it in many other places yet. I'm hoping that it's the way of the future in schools that actually we can push back the employer working together with large memberships.
We've had really, really busy pickets. We've had very positive pickets. We've had a huge amount of support from the community. We've had a huge amount of parents and pupils and teachers who stood in solidarity with us on the picket line.
I am not crossing the picket line today to support the support staff who are on strike. The school could not run without support staff. We need to support them so that they can run the school properly. We don't want them leaving. We don't want them unfairly paid. We want them paid what they're owed.
It's absolutely scandalous that someone who is on 150 grand a year plus all his expenses and all those other fancy things thinks it's reasonable to actually steal pay from his lowest paid members of staff who are already only on generally term time only contracts, which means that many are then actually below minimum wage. We know he's going to be getting a lovely new pay rise with his new job as CEO across CST and Tiller. Probably guess about another 100 grand. Well, how about he doesn't take that pay rise for the next 2 years and actually make sure that all his staff are paid properly, as well as there being enough money in the classrooms to support all the children and young people that we work with.
Well done for getting Neil to the point now where he's going to have to at least offer us something better. It's a good example to our children, isn't it? To actually stand up for what is right.
What do we want? Back pay! When do we want it? Now!
We're severely underpaid. Myself and Meg have been in multiple meetings trying to get more money for the job that we do. We're in a multi-school trust, and here at Bristol Cathedral we are the lowest paid school in that trust.
When I first started at this school, my pay grade, I was earning about £3 more an hour than minimum wage. Currently, even with the pay increase, I'm earning less than £1 an hour more than minimum wage.
So many staff members, they have family commitments as well. It's a feeling of being undervalued in our community.
Think of it as a pyramid with the support staff as the foundation. And when you start chipping away at the foundations, everything else will crumble, and that is what we feel is happening.
We are quite often behind the scenes, more often than not. We're science technicians, we're librarians, we're teaching assistants. We're working with those most vulnerable children who need extra support and nurturing.
It's dealing with children that are mad at you, mad at school, mad at the work, mad at the world, and that can sometimes end up with you being shouted at, screamed at, spat at, hit.
We have students that refuse to come to school that we go and do home visits for, and we give them our support, daily support, the parents to get them into school.
A lot of kids wouldn't come to school if we weren't here. We're a massive support network for them.
I help refugees who arrive in a school grasp survival English and welcome them in a new environment. A lot of students who also speak another language at home, which is not English, and we tend to forget that and then assume that if they're launched into a chemistry lesson, they're going to understand everything.
We're noticing an incredible high increase of students requiring EHCPs and SEND needs within our school, yet we don't have the people to support them, which is a legal requirement.
We already had to get rid of 7 LSAs who support students one-to-one because we didn't have the money to pay them.
We're seeing redundancies and a recruitment and retention crisis for all education workers, but support staff are absolutely in the front line of that. Everyone's working above their pay grade right through the system. What people are expected to do bears very little often relationship to their actual job grade and contract.
Not enough support staff that are trained. We join an agency, and that's what I did at first. I had no training at all, and he said, oh yeah, just go over there and see if you manage it and if you like it, which was very daunting.
Total burnout for our jobs because we are being pulled in 100 directions. We just can't keep up.
What do we want? Back pay! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Back pay! When do we want it? Now!
If you're not in a union, you'll win nothing. And if you're in a union, you are working collectively with other people to improve your pay and conditions.
More and more people are joining because they feel supported, they feel heard, and valued.
We've got reps in every school. Most of them are co-reps as well, so some schools have 2-3 reps, and they've really worked with their members, discussing all the issues with them patiently, answering those questions that people have. It's a big ask going on strike.
As teaching assistants, we don't get to spend a huge amount of time with each other because we're always so busy. This is the opportunity we've had to talk through what's been happening, and it's been really positive. I think it's really galvanised us and it's made us feel stronger as a unit. It's just generally been quite joyful. It's been a really lovely experience, actually.
We'd already pushed them to make sure that going forward that they will follow the correct terms and conditions for support staff, and we'd already forced them to pay this year. So we're quite confident that the strike action will push them more.
What do we want? Back pay!